Now we are going to enter another concept called as bad banks. Very important concept, right? Why is it called as a bad bank? Is this bank bad? Or is it going to wash off the sins of other banks? It is going to remove the bad elements of other banks. It is going to absorb everything, right? Hence it is called as bad bank. But it's the opposite. The name is bad bank, but it is going to do a lot of good for the banking system. So shall I give you the concept of bad bank first? Yes, that is what I'll do. So let me give you the overall view of bad banks. You'll understand it much better. So guys, let's say that this is a bank. All right, a bank like, let's say, SBI. And this is a borrower. Borrower could be anybody. All right. Two famous M's who have run away, who have become economic fugitives. So these are the borrowers. This is bad bank. Let's look at a diagram, please. Now this bank, suppose, has given a loan of 100 crore to the borrowers. So this bank has given a loan of 100 crore. All right, this is the principal. So when this bank has given 100 crore, these people have to return 100 crore plus interest, right? Suppose they return only 20 crore. Which means they are not returning 80 crores. 80 crore is still with them, right? So minus 80 crore, which means they are not returning it. Plus 20 is they have returned it. Now this 80 crore becomes non-performing asset for the bank because bank is not getting it back. Call it stressed asset, call it non-performing asset, but bank is not getting this money back. What are the things that the bank can do when it has become non-performing after 90 days? What are the things bank can do? I taught you this. Bank can make it as restructured loan, which means bank can tell these people that okay, for you interest rate is not 10%, but interest rate will be, let's say, reduced to 5%. This is restructuring of the loan, or the time period of the returning of the loan, the tenor of the loan. Let's say originally it was 20 years. Now bank will say, okay, let's say the tenor of the loan becomes 40 years. This is called restructuring. So one of the ways to recover this 80 crore is restructuring. Or second worst thing could be write-off, because these two people anyway have run away. They have become international travelers. So what has happened in this case? Bank can write it off and say, no, it is not possible to recover. These two are going to create a lot of problems for this bank. What is the third way? Third way is this bad bank. So what happens in case of bad banks? See, now what this bad bank will do is, they will call out these banks and tell these banks that you bring your 80 crore bad loan papers to us. So this 80 crore worth of loan papers are brought to bad banks. Now, Government of India, there could be many ways. I'm just giving you one model. Now what Government of India can do is, Government of India can pump in money. Suppose the Government of India has given 150 crore to bad bank. Government has put its money here. When this SBI with its 80 crore bad loan NPA, it goes to bad bank. Bad bank will look at these NPA papers and bad bank will say that okay, I am going to buy this loan from you, but I am not sure if I'll be able to recover this much money, because anyway this money people have taken and they are not going to give it back to you. So this bank will say that to SBI that I will not give you 80 crore for this, I will give you 50 crore for this. Now when SBI was writing it off, SBI was not getting anything, and restructuring also did not guarantee that SBI will get its 80 crore back. But this bank is guaranteeing 50 crore. SBI will quickly give its loan papers. So this bad bank will give 50 crores to SBI, and this bad bank will get papers worth 80 crore loan. What is the job of this bank? The specialized job of this bank is recovery. Now this bank would try to either sell this 80 crore in the market to somebody. If there are investors, this bank would try to sell it, or the bank would try to recover this loan from this borrower. And suppose in the process of selling or in the process of recovery, this bad bank is able to recover, let's say 60 crores. How much money was given to SBI? 50. How much money have they recovered? 60. What is the profit? 10 crore. 10 crore is their commission which they have got. This is the funda of bad bank. All right. So what has bad bank done? I'm not going into strict technicalities. Otherwise, I would have used the terms like management of the bad bank or how the bad bank restructure the debt into equity and all those things. You don't need this at this level of UPSC. You go through the simple story so that you understand what is being done. So this 80 crore worth of paper is being sold in the market for 60 crore. Still it is giving profit. Why? Because bad bank paid 50 crore for this paper and bad bank is getting 60 crore in the market. So they are making a profit. This is how bad bank works. Everybody is happy. But there is a problem. What is the problem? So there are people who are saying that this idea is foolish. So why is this idea foolish? Because there are people who are saying that why is the government giving 150 crore to the bad bank? Instead of giving 150 crore to the bad bank, the government can directly give money to this bank, SBI, and say that, oh, SBI, you need 80 crores, take 80 crore from us. So why this roundabout manner? So why is SBI transferring its loss to bad bank and then government is bearing the loss? That is a point by some of the experts. They are saying, what is this? Second, every bank's nature of NPA is different. So experts are saying that since the nature of NPA is different, some assets are NPA, some are restructured loan, they are different. Since the nature is different, the solution should be different. How can you have one institution solving all these problems? All right, so the solution has to be different. So these are two of the criticisms. So one criticism is, if government has to bail out the banks, they can directly give money to this bank. Why to use this approach? And second is, the nature of NPA is different. Some are NPA, some are structured loan. One institution should not deal with all the kind of problems, stressed assets. All right, so this is your bad banks. Now in India, something interesting has happened. Indian Bank Association, you know what they have done? So Indian Bank Association has given a model of this bad banks. So they have said that in India, the bad bank should have 3-tier structure: asset reconstruction company, asset management company. All right, so first let me tell you, or AIF, Alternate Investment Fund. So these are the 3 layered structure of bad bank in India. What does that mean? Let me show it to you. This. So you know what will happen? So there is a company, I'm so sorry you won't be able to look at it. Let me keep it like this only. And then I'll show you the notes later. First let me explain. So for example, what will happen is, according to Indian Bank Association, this is the model they have proposed. In India, there is no fixed model. Their model is this. Their model says that there will be, under this bad bank, it will have 3 different departments. The first is asset reconstruction company. What will be its job? Its job will be to buy these kind of loans, 80 crore loans, and issue a receipt, a paper, to these banks. All right? That paper will say that we have bought an asset and we have to give 50 crore to this bank, for example. Now this asset reconstruction company will be fully backed by government. Fully backed. Then there is asset management company. The name says management, which means there will be experts in this company. And it will be manned, it will be handled by both public and private sector. And this is alternate investment fund. And what will they do? They will try to, create a market. They will try to create a market so that these receipts which these banks have got, they'll be able to sell it in the market. So they'll professionally manage it. What will be the price of that receipt, how to sell it in the market. They will try to do the management role. What is alternate investment fund? Their job will be actually to convince the investors in the secondary market to buy these receipts. So these receipts, 50 crore receipts, they will create a market in the secondary market so that people can come and buy those. That will be their job. So this is bad bank model. Now, guys, let me help you to run through the Indian bad bank model. So see, so I gave you the conceptual part. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about history and everything so that you understand where the bad bank is coming from. See, bad bank model across the world, it was first, proposed in US in 1980, but it was first created in US in 1988. All right. So US based Mellon Bank, they created a bad bank called Grant Street National Bank. And what did they do? They bought all the bad loans and they were able to sell it in the market, and they helped in the recovery of all the bad loans. And this is how they progressed. Entire NPA problem was solved. It's a successful model. In India, in 2015, asset quality review was done by RBI, and for the first time, the debate of bad banks started. What happened? Under Dr. Raghuram Rajan, all the banks were told that if you have NPA, you must report it honestly to RBI. And hence we came to know about the actually NPA problem in India. So for the first time, the debate about bad banks started in India. In 2017, Economic Survey actually, proposed a model called as PARA. So this public sector asset rehabilitation agency called as PARA. So this is Economic Survey 2017. They proposed this model that bad banks should be created in India. Then in 2018, Sunil Mehta committee was set up to study the feasibility of bad bank in India. So this was set up in 2018. I've already given you the concept of bad bank. What is a bad bank? A bad bank is termed so simply because it houses bad loans or non-performing assets. And rest I have already explained. Now, this I have already explained to you through my own diagram, that the assets of a bank are of two types: good assets, bad assets. Bad assets as in not easy to recover, NPA, restructured loan, written off assets, stressed assets. So what will the bad bank do? Bad bank will first buy the toxic assets, bad assets, and then they will manage, they will sell the toxic assets. So this is the simple structure. This I have already told you that Indian Bank Association has proposed a 3-tier structure. What's the positive point of a bad bank? If you buy toxic things from a bank, what will happen to the bank? Bank will become healthy. So see, it will become healthy. Now the balance sheet of the bank will improve, the bank will look healthy, and the bank has removed all the toxic things, which means now the bank is ready to lend again to the borrowers. So bank can focus on its original activities. All right. Plus it is also said that these days, guys, do you remember I taught you NPA provisioning 15% and 25%? In moratorium also I taught you provisioning of 10%. So these days the provisioning norms are very strong, very stringent. So they are saying that since bank have the buffer and the cushion, it is the perfect time to launch a bad bank. All right. What are the negatives? One size fit. And the second, I told you that why doesn't the government directly go and help the banks? Why to create a bad bank? All right. So this was bad bank, guys.